Good morning, buddy. How are you feeling today? Ramadan done. Giselle, we right here, baby. We gonna make some magic tonight?
You caught HIV like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
I was trying to catch flashbacks because I don't really remember nothing like before 2019 like that.
Oh.
So I just...
Why you don't remember now?
Cause that was the year like I really stopped drinking. So it's like, you know, we used to have a lot of wild nights in LA.
Ass quenching nights.
Not French Montana running all the way to the King of Dubai for protection. The whispers are wild. They say the feds uncovered some serious dirt linking him to those infamous freak-off gatherings that already had Diddy's name all over them. And just when the heat turned up, French popped the question to none other than the Dubai princess herself. But here's the kicker. Insiders claim that engagement had nothing to do with love. Allegedly, French was really playing chess, not checkers. The word is he only locked down that proposal to secure permanent residency in Dubai, a golden ticket that would shield him from American authorities breathing down his neck. And if that wasn't messy enough, people are digging even deeper, saying the only reason Diddy even signed French Montana in the first place wasn't about talent. It was about leverage. Allegedly, French was tangled up in those late-night royal parties, and the industry power players knew exactly how to keep him in check.
When him and a guest would go to a hotel room or be at his home, his bedroom, and they would have intimate gatherings, I would have to go and prep that hotel room, which consisted of baby oil Astroglide, candles, incense, liquor, lights, tons of toiletries.
Katt Williams has been locked on Diddy's neck for years, and now he's dragging French Montana right into the fire too. He's calling French out for being fully aware of Diddy's wild behavior, yet still choosing to hang around and play sidekick in the madness. And the internet detectives didn't waste a second. They started pulling up receipts, videos, pictures, and moments that show French barely holding himself together after nights with Diddy. One clip in particular sent social media into a frenzy after Diddy's arrest. It showed Diddy in a robe, cool as ever, wishing French a happy birthday. But here's where things got spicy. French was shirtless, looking drained, worn out, and like he had just been through a marathon no man asked for. People online immediately started connecting the dots. They swear French looked like he had been pushed way past his limit the night before, and the whispers claim Diddy had him up all night in that private villa. The robe, the timing, the look on French's face, fans said it all screamed one thing. This wasn't just a friendly birthday surprise, it was the aftermath of something much darker. One person flat out said, French got it in the cheeks too, and claimed French always knew exactly what Diddy was on behind closed doors. And the timing of everything just made people talk even louder.
Now, the diddler was, wishing him a happy birthday, but I want you to listen to what the diddler said after he wished French Montana a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Now, Diddy, what did you mean about it's a special day for the both of us? Why is he sitting down at the dinner table with no shirt on? The diddler come with a robe on. I've never been around no men in my life with walking around in their robes like that. You know what I'm saying? Most men, if they're going to do that, they with their woman. They on vacation doing something with their woman, but not with no other men. That's first and foremost. Most people don't sit at the dinner table with their shirt off. So when we know how the diddler gets down, I mean, shoot, you have a tape of you and French Montana, Diddy, hey, I'm just asking because, that's how you get down, sir. We all know that's how you get down. A lot of people are afraid about them Diddy tapes coming out.
Right after that little birthday getaway, Diddy suddenly blessed French with his own Kyrock flavor, French vanilla. At the time, folks brushed it off like just another business move. But now, looking back, people are convinced it wasn't just a coincidence. They say it was Diddy's way of rewarding French for playing the role of his private boy toy. Now, I'm not here to say what definitely went down, but the timeline is suspicious. The very next day, French's Ciroc flavor was announced, and the internet can't ignore how shady that looks. And if that wasn't messy enough, another photo started making the rounds online. At first glance, it looked like a playful moment between two industry friends, but once people zoomed in, the story changed. They swear it showed Diddy and French way too close for comfort, with their bodies pressed together in a way that had fans side-eyeing hard. Diddy laying on the floor with a big smile might sound like the end of the story, but trust me, the drama didn't stop there. Once CNN dropped that bombshell hotel CCTV footage showing Diddy putting his hands on Cassie, the floodgates opened. That's when music producer Prince came forward with some shocking claims of his own. He accused Diddy of trying to force him into one of those so-called freak-offs.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. Had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here, get your...
Prince said the whole thing went down around the time French Montana was getting signed to Bad Boy. According to him, Diddy dangled a record deal in front of him, but when Prince refused to play along with the late-night freaky requests, everything flipped. He says Diddy retaliated by blackballing him from the industry, shutting doors and cutting connections just because he wouldn't fold, and Prince didn't hold back. He blasted out a post saying, "I told everybody Diddy was bad news back in 2011 when he made a pass at me during that French Montana deal. Nobody believed me. Did he try to blackball me just because I wouldn't do what he wanted?" He went even deeper, pointing out that before Diddy tried to run his name through the mud, he didn't realize Prince already had deep roots in the music game, including ties to Suge Knight. Prince closed it off with a chilling warning. "What goes around comes around, and I'm still here. Y'all seen the videos today, y'all should have listened to Tupac." Prince didn't stop there. He doubled down, reminding everyone that he's been exposing Diddy for 13 years straight. Back then, nobody wanted to believe him, but now that the receipts are piling up, folks are finally paying attention. He said that when he was young, fresh in the game, and looking sharp, Diddy tried to come at him sideways. According to Prince, he wanted my butt, but homeboy didn't realize I don't get down like that. And that's when the bigger questions started heating up across the blogs. If Diddy allegedly pressed Prince with those kinds of requests for a record deal, then what exactly did French Montana have to do to get his? Fans are side-eyeing every move now, saying if Prince was pushed to the limit, chances are French faced the same treatment. Especially with all those clips of Diddy and French floating online. The shirtless birthday moment, the Villa nights, the way too close photo ops. People are flat out convinced French gave in just to lock that Bad Boy deal. Katt Williams even jumped into the fire on this one. He once blasted French Montana directly, claiming Diddy had offered him $50 million, not once, but 4 different times, and he turned it down just to protect himself.
He offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
Katt threw shade, saying he wasn't willing to sell his dignity for a check, leaving fans to wonder if French made the opposite choice. But the plot twists don't end there. After Katt Williams dragged French, fans started digging up even more suspicious details about his rise in the industry. One theory that keeps circling is that French wasn't just Diddy's artist, he was his insurance policy. Insiders claim Diddy kept French close, not only for the music, but to make sure he stayed quiet about what really went down behind the scenes. And it's not just rumors either. Social media detectives swear there are patterns. Every time Diddy was caught up in heat, French just so happened to get a new boost in his career. A feature, a single push, even his Ciroc flavor. People are connecting the dots like it was all part of a bigger arrangement. Fans are now asking the question loud. Was French really building his empire off pure hustle, or was he forced into Diddy's shadow games to stay afloat? The receipts, the clips, the body language. It all got folks convinced French's success story might be way darker than anyone imagined. Apparently, Diddy once tried lining up projects with Katt Williams too, but just like the stories tied to French Montana, things allegedly came with strings attached. Katt made it clear he wasn't about to play along. He said every single time Diddy dangled an opportunity, there was always some other favor expected, and Katt wasn't having it. According to Katt, he spent the last 30 years collecting receipts, watching, and gathering incriminating evidence on Diddy and the people who stood by, letting him do whatever he wanted. And here's where it gets messier. The word on the street is that French Montana's name is on that very same list. Katt explained that after his own run-ins with Diddy, he started looking sideways at the folks who stuck so close to him. He specifically pointed at people like French Montana, saying if Diddy tried those moves on him, then it's almost guaranteed Diddy tried it with others too. And the difference, according to Katt, a lot of them probably said yes. That one line shook fans to their core because suddenly French wasn't just being accused of being close to Diddy, he was being painted as someone who might have gone along with the game just to secure his spot in the industry. French himself once admitted in an interview that when he was shopping deals, it wasn't just Diddy knocking at his door, he also had offers from Jay-Z and even Kanye West. But despite having options, French still chose to sign under Diddy's wing. And that decision raised eyebrows everywhere because Diddy already had a notorious history of locking artists into shady contracts while distracting them with non-stop parties and those infamous freak-offs. So the fact that French looked at all those choices and still went with Diddy made people start whispering. Maybe that's exactly the world he wanted to step into. Maybe the flashy lifestyle wasn't just a perk, it was the whole arrangement. But here's where things take a darker turn. Word on the street is that the feds are actively building a case, and French's name is now tied up in the mess. Allegedly, investigators are digging into who was in the rooms, who knew what, and who helped keep the machine running. And French's loyalty to Diddy isn't doing him any favors. This is exactly why people believe French rushed into that engagement with Dubai Princess Sheikha Mara. Insiders claim it wasn't about romance at all. It was about survival. By locking down that marriage, French could secure permanent residency in Dubai, putting himself out of reach when American authorities finally close in. Nobody knows exactly where all this tea is spilling from, but what's clear is that Katt Williams has been right there stirring the pot. He's been amplifying the accusations, making sure French's name stays in the conversation and reminding everyone that behind all the glamour, there might be a deal with the devil lurking in the shadows. And now the whispers are getting louder than ever. Insiders claim the feds aren't just circling Diddy anymore. They've started pulling paperwork that connects French Montana to some of the same offshore accounts and shady business deals. The talk is that French might not only be a witness, but possibly a target in the ongoing investigation. What's wild is that fans are split down the middle. Some say French is just guilty by association, caught up because of how close he stayed to Diddy. But others are convinced he knew exactly what he was signing up for. Every flashy trip, every party, every brand deal. People are calling it all hush money in disguise. Meanwhile, Hollywood can't stop buzzing. On one side, celebrities are distancing themselves, scrubbing old photos and pretending like they never partied with French. But on the other side, folks like Katt Williams keep throwing gas on the fire, saying French is part of the inner circle that helped Diddy get away with his madness for so long. And if that wasn't enough, the engagement to Dubai's Princess Sheikha Mara now looks even shadier. People are saying it's less about love and more about building an escape hatch before the walls come crashing down. The streets are watching, the blogs are talking, and the biggest question of all is hanging heavy in the air. Is French Montana about to fall right alongside Diddy, or will he really slip away untouched under Dubai's royal protection? According to TMZ, French and Sheikha Mara first started dating in 2024. And by June of that year, he had already popped the question during Paris Fashion Week. Talk about timing. But here's the part that really had jaws dropping. Sheikha's family is reportedly worth a staggering $18 billion. That means French isn't just marrying into love, he's stepping into a fortune bigger than anything he's touched in his entire career, and that's why people are side-eyeing this union so hard. Insiders believe French is securing more than just wealth, he's also buying protection. If his ties to Diddy ever come back to haunt him, Sheikha's family has every reason to bury those scandals deep because anything tied to Diddy would leave a permanent stain on their royal reputation too. Social media has been ruthless about it. One person said he knew Diddy getting out, so he had to level up with people way richer. Another added, Diddy is wild, treating grown men like children and giving them fake power by calling them daddy. They fall for it because they feel like they're in control, but really they're not. Fans even joke darkly about all the men who've been caught in that cycle, saying it's a never-ending list of broken souls. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about these claims of French allegedly being Diddy's boy toy? And do you believe this engagement with the Dubai princess is really about love, or is it just a calculated move to save himself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll see you on the next one.